was the International Geophysical Year, affected by the Cold War in the polar regions. Imagine a time when countries that were often rivals decided to work together for a common goal. That moment was during the International Geophysical Year, which ran from July 1, 1957 to December 31, 1950. It was a huge event in science, bringing together researchers from around the world to study Earth's atmosphere, oceans, and the polar regions. The Cold War was at its height during this period, with the United States and the Soviet Union competing in many areas. But surprisingly, this rivalry did not stop scientists from collaborating in the polar regions. In fact, the Cold War influenced the IGY in some interesting ways. Both superpowers saw the value in sharing data and establishing research stations in Antarctica. The United States and the Soviet Union built several stations, which are still used today for climate and glaciology studies. This cooperation was a rare bright spot during tense political times. The Cold War also led to the creation of international agreements like the Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959, which made Antarctica a zone for peace and science. The treaty was a direct result of the cooperation during the IGY and helped prevent military conflicts in the region. The Cold War tensions did influence some aspects of the research, with both sides eager to gather intelligence and demonstrate technological prowess. For example, launching satellites and exploring space became part of the competition, with both nations aiming to show their scientific and military strength. Despite these tensions, the IGY showed that nations could work together in the polar regions, sharing data and establishing long-lasting research stations. This spirit of cooperation laid the groundwork for future international scientific efforts. So, while the Cold War created a tense political climate, it also pushed countries to collaborate in the polar regions during the International Geophysical Year. This cooperation helped expand our knowledge of Antarctica and set the stage for ongoing scientific and political agreements. The legacy of the IGY reminds us that even during times of rivalry, science can unite nations for the betterment of everyone.